abonneren. Ja. Zie je het nog niet? Hij zegt dat ik live ben. Ja. Vonden. Ja. Vonden. Ja. Oh. Is de chat ook aan? Ja. Oh. Oké. Dan is zwarte, hè. Is de chat ook aan? Oké. Dan is zwarte, hè. Aha, it works. Good morning, fancy pants. I was waiting a bit for some people to come in. Aha, it works. Good morning, fancy pants. Dag Rietje. I was waiting a bit for some people to come in. Dag Rietje. It's nice to see other people too. And it was a surprise live. I was going to go live a bit earlier already, but then some things popped up, so it was delayed with a couple of hours. Hi Laura does box. And hi Sally. Laura just went nuts in the artistry sale. I hope you got some lovely charts. And Sally, that's nice that you have 1 hour to stitch yourself. Great that you want to share it with me. Grietje, how do I deal with a lot of confetti? 1 stitch at a time. And just trying to be patient and continuing on. Like with my monkey and the night at the circus, where I talked about in my floss tube, I did a full day for 500 stitches. And it was 1 stitch, another thread, and 1 stitch, and continuing. Good morning, Katie. Hello, Janelle from Australia. This part is not that confetti heavy, where I'm stitching now. This is Super Size Max Color Coloring Book Afternoon from Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The one for my daughter on 28 count 1/1. Yeah, 28 count even weave, of course. and 1/1 full cross with royal Broadway floss. Magic needle. I'm working on 2 kits for magic needle. I bought one you had I love my horse and making that for a granddaughter's first birthday. Sally, which one do you mean that I had? Was it the one I love my horse? It doesn't ring a bell. For magic needle, a horse. I have mostly birds, flowers for magic needle. Cats? A horse? Not that much. A horse. And if I have horses in my whips, it's for my past grandmother. She loved horses. So that's my thing with her. It's a small one with a teddy and a white horse. A baby picture. I'm thinking, eh? Another question. Did I start it already? It's maybe one that I have bought in the last 3 of the second-hand places. That's possible. Then I don't remember me. I bought a lot of bird samplers then, but I didn't start one of it. So maybe that is the issue. It's not in my active whips then. A teddy and a white horse. Now I have to search it. I know I want to know what is it. I love my horse. I think I know what it is. I think I know it. It's like a unicorn horse, isn't it? I was forgotten it was from Magic Needle. It's one that I didn't start yet. I have to add something in my floss tubes. I'm not responsible for anything that you will buy after you saw my my floss tube. Yeah, it's a cute one. It's like yeah, I saw it as a unicorn. That's why I forgot it. Hi, Yorkshire Crafter. Yeah, I remember it. Yes. Okay. Sally. It was meant for a girl, a little girl. It was sweet. But I got another comment. Was it yesterday, late evening, from someone who's bought the circus, night at the circus. And yeah, I found it. I know what it is, Sally. It's a cute one. If you are stitching it, let me see it. You can always send me a personal message with your progress. Or if you are in the Facebook group and you tag me there, it's all welcome. I want to see it. I was thinking about what I wanted to say. Yeah, there was someone who had messaged me that she bought Night at the Circus from the head sale. And it was like, yeah, it was like, how? Immediately I get angry husbands for all the people who bought something after they watched my videos. And then my husband said, You have to say you are not responsible for any purchases that someone does. Yeah, that was what he said. Oh no, my thread. That's my fault. Frogging on 28 count isn't nice. Maybe it will go away. Maybe. Ah, the sweet shop. Yeah. I like the little cake shop more than the little sweet shop because I already have a lot of shelves. Grietje. And then I found out that there was a Max collar from the little cake shop on the head website, but it's gone. The link doesn't work. Same with the junk journaler's desk from Amy Stewart. It's the same one there. They say they have the Max color charted, and when you want to buy it, the link doesn't work. So there's 2 charts like fallen off the website. I emailed ahead before already a month ago for that, and it's still not back. For the journalist desk. Yeah, great, Sally. To add it on the Facebook group. And I know Michelle has a lot on her head. And I read somewhere that she had Mason and someone else to respond to emails. So I hope they will put it back on the website. But yeah, for now not. Hello, Tara from New Zealand. What time is it there now? Is it morning, evening? I don't know. I'm always confused with the time zones. I think I'm wrong. I am. Okay. I was thinking I was teaching right. No, it's the wrong line. Thinking, chatting, and reading a chart. That's a lot. Oh, it's night. Then you are a night owl, Tara, no? For me, it's now 3:24 p.m. Almost 4:30. I was meant to be online 2 hours ago, but then I had to handle some stuff, so yeah. Aha! I am on 2. Like yesterday it was 3 a.m. Allee, there's morning effect. Yeah. I had watched the live from In Stitches with Ebony, and she was saying I love the live streams because then you see how somebody is. Yeah, when we film a FlossTube video, we show our projects, we do the talking about it, and then you don't know who is the person behind it. So yeah, hello Debbie. That's also true what she was saying, and she was talking about my life, as you said. I know Siske from the FlossTube, but I don't know who she is. And with the live streams, you are more relaxed and you have a chat, and you know you learn people how they are. If you learn to know how they are in the live stream. Hi James. Oh, it's nice to see you here. Oh, that's fun. How is the time with you? How late is it with in the Philippines now? Yeah, I know you are from the Philippines. I am a huge fan of your stitching too, James. Especially your mirabilias, they are so amazing. Ah, it's morning. Oh, that's great. your mirabilias are so amazing, and your full coverage also, like the Venetian one. It's also a nice one of my favorites. Ah, evening, yeah. I sometimes confuse AM and PM. Well, then you have a nice stitching evening. Yeah, Grietje, you have the same time, I think. Yeah, it was from James. What I remember from you, I saw your video about your holidays, and I was so amazed and how stunning it was, and even also a bit like simple. And then I mean, yeah, if we want to go on a holiday, it has to be with a plane or whatever. And with you go and you have your view in your own country, and it's amazing in the mountains. Ah, it was, yeah, it was survival in your own country, and beautiful one. And I was happy to be a part of that. I'm not a traveler, so then I see something from other countries. Yeah. I love when floss tubers put some photos in from their travelings, or they sometimes they do a walk and then they film too, so that's nice to see. Like in countries like Norway, also beautiful. Yeah. Was it here? And I struggled 1 hour to get my camera ready. The setup, it was heavy. It was like, no, that doesn't work. No, that's not there. Then you see only my hands. No, another point of view. Yeah, it was a great rotation. After 1 hour, we got it. Is it? It is not here. And I said it wasn't a difficult part to stitch, and I'm more frogging than stitching. But it's nice to have people with you that stitch, or even are at work and watch you stitch. Hi, Debbie. Ah, yeah. Oh, and Kate. Now I know who you are. Welcome. Ah, yeah. Debbie, your channel is also changed of name? It's not longer Al and Gators anymore? Yeah, Rietje, my husband is working now, so he doesn't bother now. But I understand that some people don't want to hear me talk. Yeah, I understand that. No issues with that. And especially in a language that's not as my mother tongue. Yeah, Debbie, I have to admit, I didn't find you anymore, and I didn't watch your floss tubes anymore because of that. So maybe with that now, Ah, I didn't find it on Owl and Gator. Ah, it was a long time you have filmed. Yeah, maybe you have to come back. Good moment to do that. You also have gorgeous whips and beautiful full coverages. And I think you finished the leopards from Artisy with the green background. Yeah, names and titles. Yeah. James has another suggestion. Debbie, do a mid-year reparate. That always works. Yeah. I like mid-year reparates, but when you have over 200 whips, it's a bit long. Then I'm like 12 hours filming. Yeah, that was at high intensity. Names. Names. And then I had someone saying to me, you know all your whips? Yes, mine and some of others too, but not all the titles. Ah, yeah. Yeah, when life is busy, it's hard to film. Here it's like a routine on Sunday. We have, hello Serena, we have breakfast and then I go film. And my children go play upstairs. And then my husband is like, okay, then well, I will clean. And then he's like, stay there until I have finished with my cleaning. From mopping the floor mostly of the time. So yeah, then he is like, stay there. Come not back until I'm done. So if I do a short floss tube, he's like, that was too short. So I have to do longer ones so that he has the time to finish his work. Yeah. He helps me with cleaning too. The two little ones are back home. They were in the playing garden with the two dogs. And my oldest son helped me with the setup of this thing here. So maybe we get the visit of a dog. Maybe. Yeah, 1. Three. Maar it's very nice to see other floss tubers here too. And of course, everyone is welcome. It's just a bit, can I say it, weird to see people you watch en drinken. Nou. Hij gaat puzzelen. Ja. My daughter started today her new puzzle. She finished a bit more in between. If you, I talked about a bit in my floss tube, but I posted some of her puzzles in my group. And today she started one from Harry Potter with 3,000 pieces. 3,000. So yeah, and now I'm like curious when she will finish it. When she will be done, because 1,000 she's like 1 day or 2 days and it's finished. It goes too quick. So curious, and then I will make a photo. But it's a big one. It's like 121 centimeter by 80. So to put it on the wall, I don't have a frame for it. So we will pack it in, wrap it. So first pulling it all in A4 format. Yeah. Nee, Grietje. The biggest puzzle in the world now is 60,000 pieces. 60,000. I googled it. And there is one of two from 32,040, I think, or 32,080 pieces. Yeah. And one is for Mickey Mouse, and the other one is from Disney movies, like Bambi and The Lion King, so all different parts. Yeah, Sally, I will post it when she has done it. And there is also a puzzle of this one, and I'm hunting for it. I saw it on Amazon, but it's like 25 euros for one puzzle of 1,000 pieces, and I think it's a lot. So, yeah, I hope I found it in a cheaper way. For now, not. Because you are not certain if you buy it secondhand and it's not sealed that it's completed. And I would love to have this one as a puzzle too. So when this is finished, she has it in the puzzle too. So she has it both. Because zat dit ook in die doos? For circus. I bought the night at the circus one. Yeah, Katie. We have 10 cats and sheep puzzles, and we have sometimes puzzles that aren't complete, but then it's because people send incomplete puzzles. Stitch in time, yeah. She has finished the treasure hunt bookshelf too. It was 1,000 pieces, but it's not framed yet, so I didn't put the photo up. Here, look. This one is... Can I show it to you? But moving... See. This is the 3,000 box. See? Yeah, it's a bit... Kan het zo? It's a big box. Yeah. That's the best thing I can do. 3,000 pieces. And my youngest son, because it's his whip. Yeah, puzzles are... I like... She puzzles and then it's like one day and it's done. And then she's like, when is yours done? Not one day. Oh. And when my youngest saw the box this morning, they picked it up. He was like, oh, when will my sister make this one for me? And he was like, I don't know. And she was like, I want to do my Harry Potter one first. So yeah. She puzzles, so she chooses it. Of course. And I saw a puzzle from Amy Stewart that is even not charted in the head design.
Wasn't it on die boeken?
Nee. It was... how was it called? Like a library. With flashy colors. Toen ik je doos Harry Potter? And no, you are here for stitching, but yeah, since she is home, you have to hear the reasons for the puzzles too. This one is also great. Yeah, put my needle. I think this side is better. Look. Putting it a bit away. It's like the Hogwarts castle, but you can see within the towers, and there is the Hagrid's hut, and what was it? The zwaardbal. What's the name? The sport game. I'm thinking for the name.
Zwaardbal?
Ik denk niet dat zwaardbal is in het Engels. Where is it? Here. Here it is. Yeah, the secret room. You can see in all the yeah, the towers, the rooms, the different rooms, the library. Yeah, it's 3,000 pieces. Look. And I bought this one from Amazon. It was more than 30 euros, but it was one of the last they had in stock. It's a gorgeous one. Here is the big dining room, I think. Yeah, here. And the letters flying away. Yeah. The room from Gryffindor and all, it's all here. So yeah, she was like, can I have that one? And I said yes. So that one she is starting today. We will see and update how she's doing with that. Yeah, first you have to sort the edges. Yeah, 3,000 pieces. Yeah, Quidditch. That was the one I was searching. Quidditch. Thank you, Yorkshire. Quidditch. Do you know there's even a competition of Quidditch in real sports? Here in Belgium, they have a big competition about. They made a rule book, and it's in other countries too a thing. And they have not a broom between the legs, but like just the stick. It's very funny to see. But yeah, if they like it, why not? I missed a thread. Yeah, it's cool. And it's even with championships. It's not like, oh, I will do this for fun. No. They have a real rule book, and it's with championships against other countries. Like, I think it was Belgium, Barcelona, when it was in the news. So yeah, it was fun to see that it was so popular. And they even had to learn all their rules themselves because it's so complicated.
Iemand heeft er like 5 jaar over gedaan, 7 jaar over gedaan.
Yeah, some took like 7 years to learn their own rules. So it's nice to see that some parts of Harry Potter are becoming real. Yeah. So I know Grietje is stitching sweet shop. What are the other stitching? More Amy Stewart's? Other stuff? Kids? Or just working and watching? I know some other people set up their chart that you can see what that person is stitching. But first, I cannot do that, and second, I think it violates the copyright. Ah, Tracy and Creature, you are stitching the same one, I think. Sweet Shop from Amy Stewart. And Yorkshire Crafter is stitching on Mini Hubble Bubble Square. And I think that one will look also terrific. I have the regular one. Tara says, oh, did I do something wrong, Tara? Ah, nee, it was not finished. Take this thread first. Tracy Grietje asks if you do the Max collar from Sweet Shop. There are probably different versions too of that one. Ik zat in Vreo dat vlees uitgelegd.
Normaal wel. Dat was tegen ons gezegd dat hij dat moest doen.
Tara, the large Disney one, is it one with a world map with circles in it or a different one? Because I have one with all different artists. And Grietje, Tracy is doing the supersized Max color of Sweet Shop. Then you will know how difficult the supersized Max colors are. Ah, yeah. So on Saturday there is Amy Stewart's all day by Stitching with Yogi. Grietje is also stitching the supersized Max color. So that's nice. Both and working on the same whip. Yes, Tara. Slow Stitchy Yogi. I don't know why I always mess up her name. Slow Stitchy Yogi. Chanel is also stitching Sweet Shop. Creature. It's a hit. It will become a popular chart. Like once Upon a Fairy Tale was too. Sometimes I miss the updates from Komari because she has finished hers. And now I'm like, I miss her stitching on that one. Now she's doing a girl with flowers. And I was brave. I didn't buy anything in the sale from Hat. I was saying in my Floss Tube Sunday, I was thinking about the cake shop. Donuts. And the Kitty Rock. And I was like, yeah, maybe I have to buy it. Then no. And then I was like, maybe I get the kitty. And then the sale was done. So I didn't buy anything. So that was maybe a bit helpful. Oh. James, was you also too late for the sale? And I was like, okay, I still have enough to do, so it's not that bad. No buying. Yeah, that's difficult. If I think I cannot buy anything, I get like very sad. So I'm just don't think about it and think what I all can do. That's something, yeah. Like now the 3-day sale of RTC. Doesn't help either. And I'm still waiting for a new cat coming from the Crossstay studio. But yeah, when? I don't know. Ja, Grietje, a turbo needle. I didn't find one. That would be helpful. Yeah. This is also a slower chart. And then not only because of the chart, but also because of the fabric. You know my deal, 28 count is difficult to stitch on. Not the even weave, it's the size. Yeah. Also good job, Sally, for staying away from sales. Maybe we should start a club. Stay away from sales. And Tracy, the Amy Stewart Library of Cats, I hope it will come. But it's already 1 year later than it was supposed to be here. But I know Amy Stewart takes a lot of drawing time, so maybe that was it. And she draws for puzzles, so yeah. Yeah, Grietje, you are not alone. That's one that everyone will buy, I think. And the supersized Max collar that I don't have to think about. But I'm now... James bought something 2 weeks ago on the Stitches to Beautiful website. And because he wanted to join the monthly sale in August. Yeah. What did you pick? Was it a cat? Nah, that's I agree, Tracy. You can never stitch too many cats. And I'm still saying I want to start new ones, like my cat house. Yes, cats. Bird watching is catch us with cats. But I have more that I wanted to start. Much, yeah. Yeah, she's right. But on my to start list, fill in duality, the yin and yang ornament with the cats. So it's 3 cats, eh? Aquatic Fantasies is a restart, so not really a start. So also cats. So there is a team. There is a team. Cats, cats, cats. Of course. Yes, James. If you join the sale, you have to post weekly your progress. I think it's a minimum of 100 or 200 stitches on the chart of them. And then you get the chart they showed you at the beginning of the month. Yeah. But I'm still not convinced about their charting. So that's why I'm holding a bit off. I have two started. A Beautiful Place and Floral Elegance. But now they are in like the timeout pile. So still waiting on how it will come out. I'm a bit picky about my charts lately. That was also the reason why I didn't buy Kitty Rock immediately. The black and blue background, it was like 50,000 stitches only of one color. Those 2 colors. I have by Craft Cupboard from Gecko Rouge A lot to see on the pattern, a little bit like Amy. Yeah. Gietje, I think that is a library filled with the small books in it, isn't it? I saw the latest limited edition from Gekkeroes. It was like the B one. From Lorna Lane, but with cropped. I'm fuzzy about my charts too. And do you mean then, if you are fuzzy, is it in picky about how it's charted, or picky and what you have to stitch, or want to stitch? And also, I know, because I asked Sarah from Pain Free Crafts to chart 3 more cats. And I'm still waiting for them to be charted. And they were all 3 from Bridget Ashwood. One was a cat, a black cat, laying on the desk. Then there was one with Christmas cats, all different cats, very cute. And then 2 cats laying in roses. That's what it looked like. And I'm still waiting for them to get charted. Yep, I stitched on that one, catnap, yesterday. And I was like, how can it be a cat? And it looked very dark. It was with red and dark brown, and I was like, how can that be a cat? But yeah, maar Gietje, you can write in Dutch. I can translate for you. So the cat from catnap, and then yesterday I added more lighter colors to the left, and it was more likely to become a cat. I would love to stitch Harry Potter, but need to wait for the sale. I will say goodbye for now. Hi, Yorkshire Crafter. Yeah, Harry Potter is also a great one, and I will hope to see you another time. Bye. It's one I also started. Where is my thread? Here. Ah, yeah. Colin Thompson has also puzzles that are now charts. Yes. He's not alone, because John Patrick Krasny has also puzzles. Ciro Marchetti too, and they are all. They also have. Oh, Sarah put a new photo out. Yeah, I get notifications from Sarah. I was just talking about her. She released a horse already as chart today, that I know. And now, what is it now? Don't know. We will see. Oh, yeah. But I hadn't seen that one. The Shikari tiger. Wait, I will show it to you. I can. I have it looked up. Here. That's the new one. And I love that one. She had one done, another one done before. What was it? Kijk! What was already 2. Here. Het komt een beetje later, hè. more faces. This is a snow leopard. Yeah, snow leopard, and this is cheetah. But this one is gorgeous. Yeah, that will my not buying. That will go my not buying. And these 3 are part of 6 from Catherine Rose Can, and normally it's one full view. One full view. Yeah. And now I have to put it back, otherwise I can't stitch. Yeah, it's back in his place, and I rotate it. Yeah, you now. If you move something, it moves all. Yeah. Back to stitching. That was a lovely one. And yeah, Yorkshire Crafter was saying she was waiting for sale, but Pain Free Crafts doesn't have a lot of sale. I think in all those years I have maybe seen 1 sale. Ik zat er weer nog een keer katten op gaan halen van gisteren. Just next to it. Ja.
Kom daar maar hier op steken.
Ja. Here is catnap from yesterday. So it's the right top corner again. And I had first this done, and it was like, that doesn't look like a cat. But with this part coming in, you see it will be a cat. It is lighter colors. So you have a preview of what's coming in the next floss tube. Yep. Oh. I'm stitching the same row double. Typical something for me. Now it's quiet. Oh yeah, I was saying from Gekkehoers, they had a bee that looks like the original bee, but it has purple flowers. And it was limited edition. But yeah, I have to pay then import taxes and all that stuff, so I left it what it was. And I'm still thinking if I can switch the fabric for my bee, but I don't have the DMC numbers, so I can have that I have a shortage of my floss then. it's a kid, so yeah. Gietje, ik denk, ja, I think they do that to pull a thread about sponge. It's because it's crinkled, and I want to get it straight. Yeah, sorry, it's nice to have others with you to stitch. And sometimes I think I'm just rambling. And you have to listen to me. Ah, ja, nee, ja. The question of Gietje was, sometimes I hear that some people use a wet sponge for their threads. And I think they do that because if it's crinkled, and it's getting wet a bit, that it's going straight. I never heard about it before, but that would be my explanation. What is it? Yeah, relaxed. I have taken more vitamins. I feel a bit better, so yeah. Pain is always there, but you learn to live with it. Ah, Gietje, Janelle confirms to me that it's to straighten the crinkles. That's why they use the sponge. And I think it will probably be people that uses bobbins. Because bobbins, if they are like winded for a long time, and you put one thread off, you have really big crinkles. Not like this. This is a bit curly. But really like cuts in it. And that's why I stopped using bobbins. And then I started to use floss drops to hang them so the crinkles would go out. But now there are more different methods to store your floss. I saw Vani thread the needle using a new one. It was to get her binder full with floss. And she showed how to do that. And it was like, if you have to do that 447 times, I would be nuts. Yeah. I would be nuts to do that all the time again. And it was with winding off your thread, starting off, then straighten like it was 50 centimeter, then you had to pull like a white, what was it? A white piece of paper in it. It was difficult. So no, not for me. And then when you have to refill that, all question marks for me. Not easy. Or when you have a leftover thread. But yeah, for some people it works. Some people use floss bags, others use envelopes, other people use something else. Floss bags I saw less lately. I have my own master set. Not with me now. Ik denk dat de puzzel daar is. Oh nee, the neighbor come home. My little one asked a Minecraft puzzle, so he's waiting for that to be delivered. Yeah. I don't know the name of that system, Janelle. And I think it takes a lot of space with a binder next to you. If you stitch on a table, then you have your table to put it on. Or if you have a desk with you, but I'm stitching in my seat, so I only have the stuff, my legs and the bit around me, so nothing, not much. Yeah, so Stitchy Dutchy shows how to make floss cards for all the DMC colors, says Grietje, but everyone have to do his own way. Yeah. Bye, Tara. I have my master set like that. I think Siske also. Yeah. My master set is indeed with floss cards, but less numbers on it. I think I have 35 cards, or maybe 38, and those are filled with my floss. And I have like only 5 strands on it, so not even a full skein. And when it's out, when it's finished, then I add new strands on it. I refill. But even as like now I'm already at 178,000 stitches this year, I don't have really to fill a lot. So I think maybe for this year I have 10 numbers that I had to refill. So yeah. But I have to say, of course, like this one is has his own floss. Like this. And this was also a way from Stitchy Dutchy, that you print the colors on cardboard and put the holes in it and you fill in the floss. That was her way to do it too, before that other one. So all my Focus supersize max colors have those. Yeah, 3 strands. I have 5 strands, so it depends also on the whole. And when I have a leftover, I put it also in that one. So yeah, it takes a while to get through that. Schatje. Bloeddrukpil. Oh. Hoe laat is het nu?
4 uur.
Ja. So ja. It was medication time. If you was wondering what I was doing.
Ja.
I'm using a plastic floss card, but I haven't finished putting all the colors. It takes a lot of time. Now I'm still in the 700s, says James. Yeah, but the plastic also is heavy, eh? So with my cardboard cards, it's not that heavy. And I laminated them 2 years or 3 years ago, and now they are getting a bit looser. I think I will have to repunch all the holes, and then it will be good for the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah, sorry, I had some team members, and they have their master set also, and bobbins, in boxes. And one of them, their cat, put it on the floor so she could sort again, and the other one was her dog. Oh yeah, and it maybe helps James. What I also found with the plastic floss cards, like from AliExpress, that the thread loosens again, and from the knot. It doesn't stick with the knot. I don't know why. Maybe it's the smooth. Schietje says, James, the threads do stay clean of dust this way, but I found it too much work to keep pulling out of a thread like that. Grietje, I think he meant like floss cards, but in plastic. Or he means the way from stitching masterpieces, where you have the plastic bags where your cards come out of it. That's also possible. Not sure. And she had also felt on it. Isn't it amazing how we learn from each other? So what works for me doesn't work for you, and someone else says, "Oh, for me it does work." So it's really amazing. Bags Plus made suit effect binder maps to put the full master set in. I tried that also, but it was with bobbins, and then I sold them. It was too heavy with all those bobbins in it, and it was very expensive. Yeah, The Paco, Sally says when I'm working, I put lengths of thread on the Paco thread organizer. I have those with my Mars and Venus and Water Dragon. But there I have sometimes that my floss slips over that pin. And then I'm like, it doesn't stay. Yeah, if you don't have a lot of colors, it's a great thing. And there's also not a rectangle, a triangle of that, where some people pin their needles in. From Paco. Ik denk it's a needle holder called. And one time I saw something from Jade, the 310 Stitches. She had like all needles in a round thing, in a round composition. And it was all threaded needles. So it was weird. I never saw that before. She folded all with black and then she put them all in. And then when she had needed a needle, she just pushed and it came out. And don't ask me how it's called. I don't remember. Jade will know. It was something from... Was it also from Paco? Sally, I have used a needle organizer before, but now not anymore. And I have 10 cats and 2 dogs. But I use ballpoint needles. Some people said to me, you have to put your floss in boxes because you have pets. And I was like, why would I do that? And even when I got some threads off, I laid them here. And then at the end of the day, I put them in the bin. So they won't eat it. Never had issues before with that. And in fact, they all stay away from my stuff because my stuff is in the craft room or with me. Once I had the puppies. They one time, were so naughty. I was searching for my floss and I didn't find my floss. It was a floss card from Santa. Santa and Pressies, the one I finished. And it was for the shop, if you remember. And I was searching and I couldn't find my floss. And next to me, on the floor, I was like, I didn't drop it. Where went it? And those 2 little rascals took it. And they took it to my bedroom then. And you can guess it, they had a nice bite in it. So all I found was my floss. In a very, very huge knot. But I was able to to unknot it. Bye, Grietje. To unknot it and to use it still. So that was a good thing about that. But since that, they never have done it before, after again. Yeah. They were small. They were like 2 or 3 months old. No, 4 or 5. So with puppies, yes. I would definitely say put old stuff away. With cats, maybe, yeah, my cats are older. I don't have little kittens anymore, so. Ah, that's nice, Grietje, that you have done 186 stitches. That are 186 stitches that you don't have to stitch anymore. Closer to a finish. Yeah, even if it's a start, you have to start something before you can finish it. So even with a start, it's closer to a finish. Yeah, that's a great fortune, Babby, if they are not interested in your Floss, the kittens. How old are they now? A couple of months old or already a bit older? What I do have sometimes is when there's one sitting on my lap and I have like these threads here tangling lower, then they would, and they move, then they would try to catch them, to play with them. But otherwise, no. And those are parked, so no issues with that. Ah, yeah, 9 years old. That's already a great age for cats, Debbie. My oldest one now is 14, I think. Mies. Or maybe... Is Mies nu 14?
Nee, 1 jaar ouder dan broer. 14 jaar.
Yeah, I think she's just turned 14 years old now. And then her daughter is 12. So they are now the two oldest ladies. And they do have the same tricks. They lay like the same way. Or the puzzles from my daughter, they love to lie on it. Or to take the pieces.
Ja, overop staan liggen.
Ja. Zie ze wel leggen, Miss Stitch. Three on the couch. You have to see this. Wait, that? I will move you. A bit. Oop. 3 there in the couch. Wool, Stitch, and the black one, Lubas. It's like we will sleep all together. Ah, delivery man is there. My daughter was puzzling for the window, so she saw him coming. Yeah, I'm wearing a short, so yeah.
Je hebt hem in de Welke? Elke dag? Maar die van vanmorgen? Dat was die van vanmorgen.
Nu, vol nog een keer. Hey.
Wat is ook op de klas toe?
Ja.
Oké.
You probably will hear the little one talking to. Limonade en water.
Nee.
Groene limonade.
Die op tafel?
Nee, dat schelen. Die doorzichtige.
Oh, die staat in de...
Ja, I can't talk in English to my children. Eh? They don't understand me then.
Sommige dingen wel, maar niet alles.
Ja. And now my daughter says, some things I can understand, not all. En? Ja.
Die mag die zelf maken.
Rio gaan maken.
Zit er daar water bij?
Hier op de grond, ergens.
Nee, allemaal.
2 flessen.
Die daar is niet veel op gezond.
We hadden niet moeten pakken. The water is empty, apparently.
Ja.
I asked for water and a bit of green lemonade. Because otherwise I get orange lemonade. And, oh yeah, I don't drink that. And I mix it.
Tafel zetten we hier. Ik puzzel is die.
And then to a small thread.
Het is wel eens beter dat de Harry Potter niet voor je was. Die eerste Harry Potter. Ik ga maar met de Harry
Ja, maar
Potter
het kost nu ook 17 euro.
Ja, dat kan het duur.
Heb er nog genoeg?
Ja, ik kan al niet meer kiezen.
Yeah, my daughter was making a puzzle, the impossible puzzle of Harry Potter, with all different frames on it and different characters in it, and then it wasn't complete. Apparently, a person who sold it as it was complete, and it wasn't. Plus, there was a piece from another puzzle in it, so yeah, that was not going to work. And now she was saying, yeah, I really wanted to finish that puzzle. But yeah, I can't. And I looked for a new one, but it was like 70 euros. And it was like, no, you have already a lot of puzzles. Now make those first. And I mean, not like 5 puzzles. She has a lot.
Een kast, een kamer.
I think maybe 40. I didn't count them. She's already saying, I don't know what I want to do first. So she still has choice to choose from. And my little man, my little son, last year we wanted to make him a Disney puzzle from Mickey Mouse that visited Rome and with the car and Venice with the boat. But then the puppies, it was 2 years ago, the puppies not ate, they have broken a piece.
Ja, ze hebben er gemaakt.
Yeah, they put their teeth on it, so it was like not usable anymore.
Echt, hè?
And so he was like, okay, so now I don't have a puzzle anymore. So then I bought him a new one for me and Mickey Mouse with Donald Duck and Bud and other stuff on it. Yeah, you already can guess it. It was again not a completed puzzle. It was missing 2 pieces. Yeah, my little one said that to her too. Put the puzzles on the wheel and spin. Which puzzle to do next? But then she was answering, yeah, if I have to do that, I'm already a whole day busy to fill my wheel. But yeah. I had 3 puzzles incomplete. The Beauty and the Beast castle, it was sold on a second-hand market again. Complete. It wasn't complete. So we already had 3 puzzles paid for that wasn't complete, even they said it was. So then you are thinking, why do you trust people? And it's not for me, it's for my children. So for me, it's like, yeah, okay. I wouldn't bother so much, but they want to hang them up, and then, yeah. with the hole in it, it's not nice to see, of course. So with the mini then, little man, the second Mickey Mouse puzzle didn't work. So now he asked me a Minecraft puzzle that was just delivered. It's a new one, a sealed one, so hopefully this one is a third time the best time for him to get his own puzzle. Yeah. It's with a lot of green. So I told my oldest son already, it's one for you to make. Not for me. You know, green is not my favorite color. Still have a bit to go on this one. I don't think I will get it fully finished with my goal I have to do. Plus 500 stitches. I'm now at 320. So it's probably not to be filled this time. And you haven't seen it in my floss tube Sunday because I didn't work on it last week. Yeah, and then rotation time. Like I said, the focus whip stay. So this is one of my focus whip for 500. Then the next whip would be another 500 stitches, and it's a rainbow whip today. So I think I will choose myself because the spinner said, the wheel spin said water dragon. So I'm not sure yet I will do that one or I just pick my own choice. Because I wanted Jungle Kitty to have a page finished, but that's not possible in 1 week. Then it would be 2 weeks. Or I skip some others and I stitch only on that one for 2 days. I don't know yet. Thinking. So it would be nice to have again page finishes to show this Sunday. But also Rainbow Tiger is popping up in my mind, but it's green. But I know I have to do that, so yeah. And that one is on Ada fabric. So I was thinking, or I will do the next 5 days Rainbow Tiger whips, or I will switch between Rainbow whips and the Fortuna whips. So the Fortuna whips are the whips that can be good or bad. And I mean them like whips that you like a lot and whips that you are like, it's beautiful, but it's not the one I prefer to stitch now. That's the less fortune whips. And Fortuna was named after the goddess of fortune, but in Latin. So, yeah. Yeah. I had, like I said, I was thinking about the ABC stitch with ABC there, whips, but I'm not going to do that. Then I saw yesterday a video about, from the Crow Stitcher with Finish the Game. And it was like attacking numbers. It's still up if you want to see that. It's only 6 minutes. And my son said, my oldest son said, Mom, you have to do that. And I was like, yes, but it's maybe a solution, but not fully. But then I have repeats, and I don't want repeats. That's the same issue that I have with my temperature stitching. I didn't do anything yet from temperature stitching because it's repeating. I don't like repeats in a week. And the simple reason is because I already have 3 times weekly kingdom. 1 repeat is enough. Like today is this one, tomorrow is kingdom for second day. Yep. Let's see. But another thing I have to learn is not to think about on long terms, like yearly, how much can I do on this whip? How much can I do this whip if I do this, if I do that? Like now I was thinking if I do the Fortuna whips 3 weekly, then I had 8 weeks because I had 24 whips to finish to finish that set and to start over. But then I was thinking how much stitches will I have be done if I have rotated them 6 times. But then I had like only 3,000 or 3,500 stitches done on them each. It's not much, and especially not because those are BEPs. And that's then another thing I think of. Oh, no, so little stitches. I want more stitches on them done. So then I was thinking, if I have only 18 whips, then I can give them all 10,000 stitches. But that was mathematically 18 whips with the rainbow whips included. So yeah. And then now they still get 12,000 stitches yearly with 1,000 a month, or yeah, then with the other method I was saying was like including them 10,000 all. And yesterday evening I was thinking, maybe if I do those 5 whips from the rainbow whips, then I have a clear wheel. I can start over. So see, my mind is always thinking. What should I do? What do I want to do? What do I prefer? I still want to have more progress done on those whips of my rainbow whips because those are my second priority whips, let's say it like that. And then my fortune whips are like, it's nice to work on them, but it's not like necessary to get a certain amount of stitches done on it yearly. Sally is saying, I don't have many whips. I've tried doing challenges, but have discovered that I prefer to stitch what calls to me. I work on a deadline for gifts. We all have our preferred system. Yeah, last week I did like a free week. Like choose what you want, and I and I went back to the ones I missed. My focus whips, some rainbow whips. So even if I want to go on another way, I'm stuck, really stuck with these whips. And I know the reason, because they have already a lot of progress. That's only the reason. And I want to see more of them. That keeps me going. So that's the reason why I'm always return to these. No rules and no stitchy police, says Sally. Yeah? Yeah. I have too much time to think, I think. That's maybe another reason. Like I love with the Max Color stitches that she always says, I spin my wheel, I don't have to think. I do what my wheel says and it's okay. But I found out lately that now when my wheel says do that whip, that my heart says, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this one today. So it's again where I struggle with my wheel. Or let's say not agreeing with my wheel. One, I'm making mistakes, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. What am I doing? I'm always copying a row over again. It's because I'm chatting, I think. And I admire people who say, let all the rules go and do what you want. But I still want my finishes and my progress. Where is my... Ah, next to it. Snack nabbits are also good for frogging. One more. Minnie is naar tv aan het kijken. You have to be true to yourself and your own goals. And what do you mean with that, Sally? Sometimes I think I make goals just for fun and change my mind. Or I change my mind all day. Ah, welcome back, creature. The food is slimmering on the stove, so still time for some stitches. I don't have to cook today. My husband will. Where is... I need to move up a bit of my magnifier. Ah, there it is. When you said about wanted to... Yeah. I was still aiming... I was thinking to stitch the kingdom in 10 years. So that's the reason why I have already a lot done in the last 2 years on it. In fact, 2.5 years since I made that goal. I probably won't finish it in 10 because then I have to do weekly, was it 2000 stitches? And my husband said, oh, it was not an agreement. It was a thing he said, like, it would be wonderful if it would be finished before our 25th anniversary. But then he said, if it's not done, it's also good. So he gave me time. But he sees I'm working on it. And why we took Kingdom, he loves the shelf at the bottom with the orca, the North Pole shelf, let's say that. And I love all the other stuff. And yeah, so that was the first goal. And then I have the ones for the shop. I even had to sign a paper today about those two, about Flamingo and the Mud Hunters, that I'm stitching them voluntarily, that I'm not getting paid for it, and that the shop pays for the shipping and the returning shipment. But yeah, that if I want to stop, that one, I have to return it, or I have to pay them the kit. So that was new today. That was one of my delay stuff. I had some comments, people saying, oh, you are getting paid for those model stitching. No, I'm not. And now it's written and on papers. For Santa, I didn't got any payment, or for the squirrel I did last year, also not. It's the, how would we say, the name that we have done it, that we have stitched it. Where did I went here? I don't see it. I will leave it. Yeah, so then those two came. In fact, with Santa, it started that, and then yeah, the rainbow whips came, and I loved that. So, and I love the progress they got. Even my mid-year whip parade showed me what I had done so far. So that was great. Found it. That was the biggest reward. I was doing some stuff and I was like, we will see what happens. And I was really amazed in the progress I made on my rainbow whips since I started doing them. So that's why I'm holding on those whips. Holding tight. And maybe it's boring to see them each week again. But yeah. When it has to be done, you will see them a lot. See them getting a lot of stitches, of course. It's nothing we have done in one day. Yeah, now we are good. And I'm not saying finishes because I want to whip down. That's not the reason. I want to say finishes because I want to see them on my wall. The number of whips doesn't really bother me. Like the ones for my children, those bothers me. Because I want to be able to give it one day to them. And I still have a long way to go, so yeah. I was even thinking when Kingdom is done that I probably can do 1,000 stitches on each of them. These 3 for the children. So they all 3 get equally progress on the year. So all the stitches that I do now, together with Kingdom, until he is finished, are extras to that goal. And I also found out I'm not the best person to stitch 1,000 stitches on one whip at once. No. So if you found what not works and what works, it's great, isn't it? You learn to know yourself.
Ah wel, puzzelaar?
She's scrolling on her phone. It's not puzzling, eh?
Moet nog altijd sorteren.
Begint er dan aan.
Dat is zo saai.
Ja. And I was also thinking I will ditch some whips that I don't. I would say. Ah, that was quickly Yorkshire crafter for having dinner. Welcome back. And now I forgot what I wanted to say. Ah, ditching. I was going to ditch some whips because I think I don't like them anymore. Yeah, Sally says that's exactly right, Siske. We learn to know ourselves and mustn't compare to other people. But I do love other people see their challenges they're doing. Like I think Jessie Marie Does Stuff will start again with Big Brother stitching. I admire those people. Debbie says I have a very hard time ditching whips. Well, I know I will probably get a lot of people against me because I'm going to ditch Yellow Victorian. I can't finish it. It's a retired chart from the Costa Studio, the one with the house on the water. And I'm going to ditch it. It has... I got it once for my birthday from a friend in the Netherlands. And one day she was like, I don't want to be friends anymore. I didn't do anything. She had a mental illness, okay, yeah. But it still hurts. So, no, I'm not going to finish it. That's another thing. Each whip has a reason. Like I have horses for my grandmother. I have these for my children. Each whip has a history. Each whip has something they stand for. Not only, of course, the pattern or the cover, but the meaning to me. And yeah, sometimes you have to say, now I will put a point and ditch it. I know it was a very popular chart And a lot of people said, oh, I love that one. But yeah, if the story it's about is not present, it's better to let it go. And it will get a new purpose, the fabric. It gets birds watching instead. So cats watching birds can be better to make someone happy, isn't it? Than a sad friend story. A friend that isn't a friend anymore. Cats make me happy, so I want to have a cat as that. And the samples I already ditched last year, so those are gone too. And what was that? Sea opal was also gone because I didn't like the green colors in it. Do we have more? Yeah, night cat I also will ditch. The summer queen that I had from having another designs will be ditched because I want to do the 4 queens next to each other. Night cat I will ditch because I have fill-in duality. It's night and day in one ornament. And then I don't have to stitch 2 separate cats. Even it's a different style. But I think I will ditch them too because also the fabric is not that great. Bye, Sally. I hope to see you another time. Yeah, so sometimes it's also just being thinking, what do I want, what do I feel, and if it and if the feeling isn't good, let it go. That was my experience with it. And also your taste changes over the years. That I found out too. Whips that I loved 10 years ago, or let's say 5 years ago, maybe now, today, not anymore. And I said I think in my floss tubes too, you have to fall in love with your whips to keep going with it. And progress helps with that. That I found out too. How more you stitch on a whip, how more you like it. If they don't have a negative story, of course. Another one I will probably ditch is the Elemental Wolf from Anne Stokes. The background is not. Bye, Lydia. Thank you for your live chat. See you next time. Bye. Oh, I forgot again. Eh? Yeah, so you have to fall in love with your whips again. What was that saying? And progress helps with that because you see it grow. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. Yeah. I was thinking maybe it will return in a bit. That's why I had to take my medicines. And it will take a while for them to kick in. Yeah, and then I said the history must be good to also to keep going on them. And the taste changes. Yeah, that was the next stuff. The taste changes of like 5 years ago and now. So if you want to stitch something, you already have to think, well, will I still like it within 10, 20 years? And if it haunts you, you will. And I mean, like, you see a chart and you think, yeah, maybe I like it. I don't, yeah. And then you have also the, how do you call it? I see it, I grab it, and I will do it. The first love instinct. But after a while, you fall out of love with it because it was an instant moment. That's also possible. And then you end up with ditching whips. So now I'm trying to be like if they haunt me. And I mean, like, I see a chart like Kitty Rock and it keeps getting in my head, then I have to get it. Hello, Cheryl. Good morning from Colorado. I'm still in Belgium. But it's nice that you are watching from Colorado. So when it haunts you, you have to get it and you will make it. First love isn't enough. Hello, Rose. You have a long name. Caligal Jackson. Glad to make your life. Yep. So, yeah. I think more of us choose a pattern or a chart with a meaning for ourselves. It can be all kind of stuff, a bird, like a bird. But someone that loves dogs, someone, you have multiple reasons. So, yeah. Like another one I have difficulties with is Ocean Panorama. And it's because I think, yeah, it's one for my husband. Not that's the reason, but the ochre in the middle is not that big. It's more all blue, blue sky, blue sea, and maybe not the best scenery of the fishes. Or am I weird? Maybe I had better stitch the cropped version. I don't know. And the elemental wolf that I was saying I will ditch because it has too much black. And browns in the background. I'm not going to stitch that. So, yeah. If I can leave stuff out without background, I will. When I start Kitten Caboodle, it's coming. I don't know when. But it's in my mind. Then I cropped already 10,000 stitches off. Stitches that I think like, why should I stitch this as I don't like them? And it was kittens before a window, and they have a bouquet after them, and on top you see like one row of the window and a piece of a curtain, and it was like, why would I only stitch window and curtain? I want the cats and and the bouquet, not the windows and the curtain. So I was going to mark it off, and I already skipped 10,000 stitches. when I started. Hello, Eva. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. How I'm doing? Yeah, a bit better as I'm taking vitamins. My back pain, yeah, that's something chronicle. So you learn to live with it, they say. But yeah. Yep, that's done. Getting a new color in, I think, first to finish this part. Nine 02. Hi, Nicola. Are you Nicola from Nicola the Simply Stitcher? Or another Nicola? I don't know the last name. Yeah, the reason I had more back pain was instead effect the one of my oldest son. He wanted a puzzle with a car, and I bought him one. Nikki, that's nice to see you here. I'm calling you Nikki then. Yeah, this is the back pain. He wanted his puzzle with a car, and he had a sky, and he was like, "I'm not getting the sky done. It's not working for me." And he wanted to frame that car. It was a Lamborghini on his wall, and he was struggling and struggling. And I said, "You know, I will do it." So I sat for like 3 or 4 hours on the chair, and that made my back hurting more. What did I do now? There was a knot. So yeah, and then I had to recover from that. But he had his puzzle on the wall. And my husband was like saying, "Oh no, I cannot do that." My daughter was saying, "No, it's not possible. It's too difficult." And then in the end, they were all my husband and my daughter were helping me, and then we were like, "Oh yeah, now it's getting closer. Now it goes better." But the first pieces were very difficult. Hi Ivy. I'm still watching in the background. Nice to see you here too. Are we safe in mid? If you don't know mid is a battle, and Nikki and Ivy are my teammates. So then I have an update. I'm still stitching for my item. I think I need to request a spell. I think, Debbie, that you are also in mid. Yeah, yes, you're Grimlock. I'm not following the other league now, because we are now in the lowest one. Or was it Emerald, I think? Yeah, and they had poisoned us. And I think I still need to request a spell. Every time I see the puzzles your daughter does, reminds me of when my sister and I used to have puzzle races. Yeah, she is now starting a puzzle of 3,000 pieces from the Harry Potter castle with the inside views of the rooms and that stuff. She is sorting her edges out. But I don't have now the frame when she get it done. So we will make it in a 4 parts and then wrap it. So when we have just to attach the four pieces again, and then it's again made. Yeah, mid. Mid can be hectic, that's true. Especially 2 days ago, I think, I couldn't enter mid in Discord. We played that in Discord. I was awake until 5 a.m. and it didn't function. It didn't work at all. I tried different stuff. I reset my phone. I reset the app. I re-downloaded the app. I think 5 times, and I still couldn't log in. I had a blank screen. And I was like, what do I have to do now? I can't post anything. And then I just went to bed, and 4 hours later, it was all back. I don't know why. Yeah, Debbie, that's the difficult side in mid. Debbie says, I just have to let my competitive spirit go. We get done what we can and hope that we don't drop down. And some clans have a voucher, or let's say a kind of, was it a spell? No. That you cannot drop. That you stay in the same league. I don't know, what's the name. My needle I use, Eva. This is a ballpoint needle. And this is 28 count Eva weave. Then I use the 34. And on my 25 count, I use the 37. So this is a ballpoint. Why is it nothing that bad today? Yeah, mid. Ivy says sometimes it's really hard to get all done in time in mid. I know. Debbie, I wanted to say something. In one of the early rounds in mid, when it was still on Facebook, I saw people stitching whole day and night. They stayed up a whole night because they had like 10,000 damage or something. And then the next day they had another 10,000 stitches. So sometimes it isn't even worth to try to be healed within 24 hours because you get it again the next day after it. Tracy says, I got some ballpoint needles to try after watching you. I like them a lot for 25 count and up. Yeah, me too. For Ada, I won't use them because Ada is more stiff. And then you break the points, the ball points off. I had some with that too. So then I use regular needles. Nothing special. Stitches says, I always write on my embroidery the date and year on the fabric when I made the first stitch. Why would you do that? Because I have my list with the dates when I started, but I won't write it on my whip. And as those ballpoint needles are very expensive, I don't use them on Ada anymore. But when I change, let's say change to my Ada fabric and I have no needle, I have most of the time the needle in my fingers. That's another side effect. Because I mostly stitch on 25 or 28 count. Except for my kids. Yesterday I had some other stupid thing done. I had laid my threads above, like this. And I was like, okay, I can go stitching. And on a certain point, I had on the back of my whip, it was Kingdom, I had the ends of my threads stitched in. So I had to cut them off again. Ivy says, I don't like the ballpoint needle. I gave mine to Bettina. Huh. I think you have several brands of it too. I like mine. But are there more people? There are different people saying I don't like them. So, and Eva is saying I always put the date that I finish a project on it. Oops. Yeah, it was oops. And I hadn't in mind what was going on yesterday. Yeah? It was like, oh, I cannot pick a new thread. It's stuck. What happened? And then I saw it. Yeah. I think I had that happened the second time in all the years I stitched. But yeah. Zat er licht dat vlees uit? The weird adventures in my life. And they're mostly stitching adventures.
Ja.
Patatten? If we didn't have adventures, I think life would be boring. Yeah, that's true. But and my other adventures this month was the Tour de France. I'm a bit sad it's done. It's they are done with the tour. I miss them already. Yeah. And my favorite more, because now it will be a long time when we will see him again. But yeah. On all the good stuff, there's an ending, they say. And this color is done. This is a bit of background that I'm stitching. From the table, I think. The shadows of the table. And when I mark when I mark my stitches, I get a bit of shaking. $7.79. Oh. What are the new people stitching? Or you do something else, eating breakfast, or... Oh, Eva, how many backup scans do you have for your CXC floss? I have a wall full with boxes. First, before I started with my master set, I already bought different skeins per chart. I kitted up all the different ones. So how many? I don't know, but I have a lot. And for World Broderie floss, it's the same. I have numbers that like have 20 skins. I have numbers that I have 5 skins. Numbers I have only 2 skins. So yeah. Like 939, a lot. 823, 37.99, 310. Those have a lot of skins. And like I said before, I have my floss cards for my supersized max colors separate. These on the cardboards. So there are like 5 strands on it. And when it's empty, I refill. I have the same with my master set. Daydream Tigers is with CXC floss. So then I have cards with the CXC floss on it. And same. When it's empty, I refill. And when it's and I write down the numbers, and then I take a list, and if I have like 20 or 50 numbers, order again. But it's I'm mostly, I think this year I ordered one time. I think I order once a year, and the last one was maybe 100 skins. So it's not that much. If that's another advantage that you have if you stitch on lower counts, you have more use of your threads. If I would stitch with 2 threads on 14 count, I wouldn't have. I would need a lot more floss of now. And that's also the reason why I like my fabric, because I can get more stitches done with my floss. In an half yeah, in an half hour my husband is back home. Then I will have to stop. Ik zal het hebben nog iets nodig van de winkel.
Zoek zij nog zo'n zakje met van die koekjes?
Ja. Schrijf maar een lijst naar papa. What do you mean, Eva, with I'm just memorized watching you stitch? I'm in awe. You're just watching and not doing something else. Witlof en Haast moet ook opschrijven. Meanwhile, I have to say to my daughter what she have to send to her dad, what he will bring from the shop, from the supermarket, for food. Worstjes. Ik weet niet wat daar nog hebt van beleg.
Ja, zo.
Ha! Eva says you make it look so easy, and yes, I'm watching with my cross stitch in my lap. I think it's a habit. It's something, yeah, if you do it yearly or for years already, it goes way better. En schrijft erbij misschien iets voor vanavond om te eten. My husband isn't doing night shifts now for 2 weeks, but he is still working in the supermarket for 5 hours daily. He has 2 jobs, in fact 3. The other one is on pause now because the firm is closed for holiday period, and the other one too, his full-time night job. So now it's only the supermarket. 1, 2, 3. I had some donations from Kofi too yesterday too. So that helps with the giveaways too. So I'm very grateful for the people that had donated to keep that going. Even I don't always say I'm grateful, but I am. Next color up. And Eva, I'm still stitching the same way of my cross stitching. I don't think I do anything special. Yeah, and I was saying about the Tour de France. The men are done. The women are still cycling now for 6 more days. But the commentator, I don't like. So I cannot watch her. I cannot watch that. Eva says, thanks again for sharing that. It has helped me so much. It was with pleasure that I can help people. It's my stitching experience, I think. Also, I learned a lot from the YouTube videos, like from Karen the Needlebug. Um, I'm missing a stitch. See? That's why I don't go too far, because I make easily mistakes then. Or I copy a row. Or when I have to do like a stairs down, I always miss a stitch. And I cannot count. And now it slipped. You saw it slip now. Under my fabric. Yeah, try again. No, same mistake. It's the one next to it first. And this one still needs to go out. So one more to frog. Yeah. It's very silent now. Everyone is busy. Busy watching, busy stitching. Sunny Days says, "Hi Siske and all, I'm just joining in. Hope to join for an hour or so, but I will be stitching, so likely not chatting much. I'm working on Joan Elliott's Water Goddess since about 2012. Welcome back, Serena. Ah yeah, those charts from Joan Elliott are also beautiful. And Serena is working on Riverwalk Charm. A great chart. Debbie says, I also have Water Goddess as a whip. I love it. From Joan Elliott, I think then. I don't have anyone from Joan Elliott. There is a red lady with a little, was it a fox in her arms that I like? But then I was doing the math on how much it would cost me and then I left it alone. Yep, Serena is doing the max color version by Ruan Manning from Riverwalk Charm. It's on 25 count 1/1 full cross and with 237 colors. No, I will not have this finished with 500 stitches. I'm almost at 500 now. 10 stitches away. So then it's time to change. And it's sad, eh? Because only this part is left. Then when this would be done, then I could start here again next time. So maybe I do a bit extra. No, I didn't do all the stitches now, eh? During the live stream. Maybe 300. Eva says, I'm working on a pattern that I made. It's of a KC 135 airplane in front of a mount. In front of Mount Rushmore. It is a present for my husband. He worked on the KC 135 when he was in the military. Oh my, that was difficult to read. That's nice of you. With what program did you chart it? Windstitch. I used Windstitch. I heard about it but never used it. Another thing I wanted to say about this whip. Here is the ball of the markers. And they have all little circles in it. Hi, Mia. Yeah, Finland. How hot is it there now? I was just saying about the markers here, the ball. The one marker is like almost 400 stitches. Isn't that insane? Oh, 28. Today we have 22 here. Yeah, it's still a bit away, the markers, but it's like almost 4 squares for one marker. So I will put it here. So that's one marker. A lot of color changing. Sometimes I think, where did I start with? Because now I'm still have here 19. Sarina says 28 degrees. Wow, that's hot for Finland, isn't it? And Ivy says I have 19. Hi, Alt Flammenstal. Yeah, of course, Ivy. You are in Germany, so it's of course degrees. Celsius. Yeah. So I was saying, so four blocks for one marker. That's insane. And I still have like 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks for the edge of the ball. How? How? Oh.
How is it possible?
I moved a bit. Yeah. So 4 more blocks of edge, and then here starts. I cannot see it. Thereafter you start the markers. And Mia says, yes, Sarina, it's hot. Yeah, and if I then heard like, was it in Greece, 40 or 50 degrees? Oh my. And it's more hot, hotter than hot. Thank you, Mia. Mia says, Siske, your coloring book looks lovely. So thank you. Even it's not mine, it's for my daughter. So yeah. And I was thinking I maybe had her better stitched as puzzle. Because she's more puzzling than coloring. Yeah, I have my 500 stitches reached for today. Ik zat te vragen ook nog een keer van die groene sheepjes.
Okay.
Die onion. If you would ask me what color it is, this edge, I wouldn't know. Gray with green? I don't know. Bye, Grietje. Smakelijk. Have a nice dinner. Eva says it's 33 degrees Celsius here in Iowa. I hope I pronounced it right. In the USA. It's also hot there. And wasn't it in Australia now that it's winter? And then I heard Max Color Stitching saying she was like having 22 degrees. Maybe it was another thing. No, maybe no, not Fahrenheit, I think. I would love to have a warm winter. And then degrees like under 0. And it's freezing. Ah, Chanel, so you have hot winters. No, or is it normally colder there too? I love to learn about other countries. I love the heat, says Ivy. I don't for my blood pressure. Otherwise, yes. Now it's good for me, the weather. I'm shaking here, everything around. Chanel says, only in the day sometimes frost where I live in Queensland on the morning. Sometimes it gets to 0.4. And then Ivy says, I have less pain when it's hot. I don't. I still have pain when it's hot, so that doesn't help me. Tracy says, dang, Eva, it's only 33 where I am in Florida. Huh. So now it's the game. Where is it hot? Mia says, I bought a chart yesterday from Artisy. They have a Christmas in July sale and I started it too. Oops. And I was saying, I didn't buy anything in the head sale. I survived the sale. I was almost caved for the kitty. What was it said? Kitty rock? But then I didn't do it in the end because then the sale was done. But yeah. And then no sales. And which chart did you buy, Mia? And with Eva, it's only 10 a.m. in the morning. And with Tracy, it's noon. And I have almost 6 p.m. in the evening. And in Australia, it's 2 a.m. in the morning, raining and 13 degrees. We have a weather from everywhere. Debbie asks, Tracy, where are you in Florida? It's about the same temperature for me. I'm in Gainesville. And then Tracy says, then again, I'm on the Gulf Coast, so we get some relief from that. And Tracy answers on Debbie, St. Pete. Nah, St. Pete. Mia says, I bought Summer Landscape. It's a tropical seashore with 2 palm trees. Have fun with the palm trees, I would say. I saw it. Was it from the newest releases? My children were fond of the 4 cats, the bundle. With the hats on. The black cats with the hats on. Eva says, now we have the weather forecast from around the world. Yeah, that's pretty. That's great. Tracy says that sounds pretty, and Mia says I'm not sure. They Yesterday they uploaded new releases, and there was one of it, a selfie with animals. The Christmas, not the Christmas cats, the black cats with the witches' hats, a bundle of 4 sleeping animals, 4 gnomes. Those were in the last releases. And I think also that landscape. And horses. A row with horses. And today released a pain-free craft. What was it? A tiger head and a horse. Yeah, the selfie was fun. I was thinking of 360 degrees of F when I saw that. And then my husband said it was silly. In Sweden is the time 6, almost like here, 6 p.m. and 25 degrees, I think. Depression now. Depression, is it raining? We had rain this noon. And it was also fun. My husband looked at his phone and he said, it won't rain today. So the dogs can go out for walking. And my daughter came back from the shop and then she wanted to go out and it started raining cats and dogs. It's now 7 p.m. in Finland, and it was degrees from Sweden. Yeah. So yeah, she had to wait to go out for a walk. And my phone said it was raining. And their phones, all 3 said it wouldn't rain today. Isn't that funny? It's like the song. It's a little bit funny. No, I won't sing. Otherwise, you all go walking. You run away, not walking even. Sometimes I wish I could sing. Mia says, Tracy, reminds me of my childhood holidays in Mombasa, Kenya. I lived there for 13 years. My Africa. Did you see the animals, the lion and the safari animals there? I would love to go there for them. But I cannot. Oh, now I'm jealous. And how did you end in Finland if you grew up in Kenya? Did you follow your husband or? You are brave then. I wouldn't dare that, I think. To go to another country. Hij is ook opgezet, Reger. Zet ze maar op. Zegt papa?
Nou, we zijn al kraken.
Finnish and my parents worked there. I have been back in Finland since 1984. And why did you go to Kenya then? If you don't want to say it, it's fine too. It's just a question. I'm curious. Ah, your dad got a job there. What did he do? For job? I'm curious, eh? Want to know everything. Like football players, they always move around. Metalwork. Ah, yeah. Construction then. Then I'm thinking of the Eiffeltoren. Metalwork. I didn't count how many knots I had today, but it was a lot. Mia says, no, they made milk tanks for cars and tanks for factories that made beer. And pipelines for water distribution. Haha. Eva asked me, how many stitches have you done so far? Today, 529, but not all on the live stream. I already stitched a bit before. So I think I started here with my live stream. Yeah. Time goes fast if you are having fun. Time flies then. Even I struggled 1 hour to set it up. The runner stitcher just uploaded his mid-year whip parade. And his husband judged all of his whips apparently, and he had a #1 whip. That will be a fun one to watch, I think. And in case that won't happen here because I don't think my husband would watch me to show 8 hours of whips and say, "What's your number one?" Yeah, Eva says it really flies when you have good friends to share it with. That's true. My husband would say, "Pick one yourself. That's your favorite." I would like to finish this part and then I can switch. So then for next week, we can start on the green, da-da-da, green pencil. Yeah, of course, green. My neighbors have a fight. They're shouting to each other. Bye, Debbie. It was nice to have you here. Have a nice day or evening. And my husband will be back in a bit. So then he will prepare dinner, I think, and then he will watch TV. So, and then I have to stop. I'm now using the TV with the live stream. Eva says, my husband thinks I'm crazy with all my whips and other projects that I'm doing. I never sit idle for long. Always doing some kind of needlework or sewing. Goh, Mia, isn't your husband's favorite the Amazing Animal Kingdom? The shelf from the orca maybe, but I think it will be Ocean Panorama. It's not my favorite, of course. I will ask him when he's back. I will ask him. So he's back in a bit. So he can answer a question himself. I will remember it. Santa, we moeten de papa vragen welke dat zijn favoriet is. Van Wip. Van mij. Yeah, he is the, I would say, wolf man. But always, he has an orca as a tattoo on his arm. And he always comes back to the orcas. So even I have several charts with wolves. If I ask him which one should I start, he says, no, I'm fine, it's good. So underwater ballet is orcas. He loves that one. Yeah, an ocean panorama. So I think his answer will be ocean panorama or underwater ballet. He's not here. I've not influenced him. So we will ask him when he's back. Then we know it straight away. Or he will say, I cannot choose. Like always. let me buy the catching rays chart, that one that Jen the Caffeinated Crafter is stitching. And when I said I wanted to start it, I first tried it on 32 count 1/1 because it was too small, so I couldn't continue with it. But I said I would restart it on 25 count, and then he was saying like, you don't have to, it's okay. So first he let me buy that chart, and then he says you don't have to stitch it. And I think it's because it's with dolphins and not with orcas. It's huge. Yeah, it's also huge. I know. The first one we had in mind to stitch for 25th anniversary was the older couple. It's also from the cross stitch studio. I don't know the name. An older couple laying in bed with a dog on their feet. Jade is stitching it. And then I said, I don't want to have an older couple in my room. And then we started to look like, what do I like? What do you like? And then we came, with Animal Kingdom because he liked the shelf with the orca and I all the rest. He is, and it's in fact weird. I am the water sign from horoscope, from sign. He is the earth sign. He loves the water scene, and I love the forest and the jungle scenes. So yeah. But I do love fish. So yeah. Especially the yellowfish ones or the clownfish. The goldfish. All fishes. All colorful fishes. But I can even, when I'm in the forest, I can sit on a bench and just enjoy the noises from the nature. It's so calming, so relaxing. I even said I want to stitch there, but yeah, I cannot sit on a chair for a long time. So and I mean like a table chair. The squirrel, I love squirrels, and I never ever have seen one here in the forest. Once we had a hedgehog in our garden. That was also something, I would say, nice to see, but he needed help. But it was the first time we saw, not the first time. In our other home, we had hedgehogs all the time in the garden, but yeah, they were in the garden, not in. It was with open grass, open landscape, so they come and go easily. But the other time, it was really in the garden, and it was closed, so with walls. How he got there, I don't know. But we helped him. And it was nice. Oh, it was nice to see that little hedgehog, and he was very, I would say, sharp. But he was so cute. And Mia says, I have squirrels go on my backyard fence. That would have been so amazing. And in one of our previous homes, we had a neighbor across the street, and he had goats. And when I watched out of my window, I saw the goats every day. I was so happy with those. But yeah, we had to leave there. But that was one of the best time of my life with those animals. When they got little ones, and yeah, it was so nice to see them each day. You can tell I am an animal lover. But not from flies that bites or moustiques. Is it moustiques? Moustiques. Moustico? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's moustiques. So those in... Oh, I had one that had bitten me last night. Ha! My husband is home. We will know in a bit.
Oeh, we zitten niet door.
Ja, ik ben live.
Sorry. Mijn excuses.
Maar ze hebben een vraag voor u.
Herhaal, dat niet.
Nee, wat is uw favoriete web van mij? He's scratching his hair. Zo, ik heb gezegd, ik zal het hem vragen als hij hier is. Dus nu is dat nu.
Oh, je hebt niet alles bij.
He walks away and he says, I need to think about that. So, still the suspense, Eva, still. He keeps us waiting. Allee, that's a compliment. He says it's a difficult question because you have a lot of beautiful lips. And that I cannot deny. There he's right. En er is geen ene die uitspringt voor u. Dat kan ik niet geloven, hè. Ja, Eva, that's sweet.
Eigenlijk kun je daar nog wat doen.
Oh. So, it seems that Mia has the first prize. Because he's saying Animal Kingdom. She's right.
En wat heb je misschien mee voor vanavond?
Serena says that's some compliment. Yes, it is. He works late. He only did the afternoon shift now. Normally he is working the night shift too, but now he's on holiday, so it's only the supermarket. So Mia says, yay! Ik dacht Ocean Panorama of Onderwaterballet. Ah ja, Kingdom, ja, natuurlijk voor de orka. Maar ik dacht toch Ocean Panorama zou gekozen hebben.
Ik ging hem heen en ook te bedoelen.
Animal Kingdom is a beautiful chart, zegt Sarina. Aha, I'm on my last week of holiday. Lol. Ja, he's just started his holiday, but the supermarket is still. He has to effect 3 jobs. So now 2 are on hold and 1 he's still doing. So it's half holiday. Even is that possible?
Worden wij sweatloos? Niet afschreven?
Ik heb dat al gezegd.
Waarom wij niet donuts doen?
Dat witlof is vanmorgen.
Ah,
Het is patatten met boontjes in de saus met
donuts.
gevogelte donuts.
Ja.
Auw. Ik heb mijn schoot stoten tegen de tafel.
Oh.
Dat is toeting.
Ja. How does he manage 3 jobs? Bye, Serena. So, from Monday to Friday evening, night, he does nightly shifts in job 1. Then he has a job on Sunday night, so that's job 2, for 1 day. And then the afternoon, he works from 1 to 6 in the supermarket, so 3 jobs.
Mama, papa heeft chipjes mee.
Ah, dat is goed. Yeah, you too. So normally his routine is he does his night shift, he sleeps, and then he works in the supermarket. He's then back for dinner, and then 1 or 2 hours later he starts again for his late night shift. So he's not a lot at home normally. That's why I have to do my live stitching, to talk to someone else. Hij lacht niet. And even when he is home, he doesn't say a lot, so.
Ja.
He is a silent water, like we call it.
Oh. Nog niet klaar.
Maar wat?
Sorteren.
Maar zijn ze allemaal al direct ook een potje dat doen? Of enkel de randjes?
Oh, enkel de randjes.
Oei.
Piet heb ik er om de over gedaan om te sorteren.
Yes, Eva, to get some adult conversation. For my children, it's about puzzles, arguings that they have. Yeah. I just talk to myself. Then I say I'm getting old if I do that.
Maar dan moet ik ook uit, want ik doe dat ook.
Eva, so do I. Really? Talking to yourself? That's not fun. Even I'm now talking to myself either. Or when I film, I feel like talking to myself. But those are like diary videos. What? I'm already thinking what I will stitch next. But if you have an animal, Mia, you can talk to your animal, your pets. I do that too. Mia says I live alone, so there is no other chance than talking to myself. I talk to my cats and my dogs, so no pets. Oh, in the US, yes, you have pets. Your squirrels. They have to have an intelligent conversation somehow. Yes, that's true. That reminds me of the island of Robinson Crusoe. That he makes like a totem to talk to the totem because he's all alone on that island.
Dat doen we denken aan die. Wat hij moest praten met die jongen.
Hè?
Dat honddrasje daar.
Nee, die had over Supernatural. Ik heb het over Robin Crusoe.
Oké.
So yeah. Still a bit to go. Ah, yeah. But it's also something that brings everyone together. Mia. That's why I chat so much in lives, because she is alone. And Eva too. So, internet can bring people together. Oh, shaking. Yep, people clear across the world. It's amazing. Yes, like we saw, we have people from the United States of America, Finland, Sweden, Germany was here, the Philippines, James, James, the Philippine Stitcher was there too. I think I forgot some names. Yeah, the Netherlands, of course, Germany. I think it's nice to see different people. And even stitching is in fact a lonely hobby, because we are stitched mostly alone. And then I mean, we are not in a club or like the stitching retreats, then they stitch together, but otherwise we are mostly stitching alone in our houses. Almost done. A bit to fill in. Yeah. Enjoy your meal, Mia. Mia is leaving us. She is going to have her meal. Yeah, happy stitching for you too. My meal will be ready soon, I think.
Ja, ja.
Okay. My husband is the chef cook. De patatten staan al op.
Oké. Dan moet er nog 4 gram.
Stik daar in de airfryer, hè?
Mhm.
Bye, Mia. Safe by you. Nice talking with you, says Eva. Is het niet raar om mij op tv te zien stekken? Nee. I asked my husband, isn't it weird to see my stitching on the television? And he says no. Ja. Xantia is calling.
Weet ik.
Dan zou die puzzel zeker gemaakt worden. Hè?
Yeah. Good night, Janelle. It's time for your bed.
4,5 snel is dat.
Yep, midnight. After midnight already. Thank you for joining. Mm-hmm. Die moet naar hier. Pick this one up. In fact, we are painting with floss. Sunny Day says, it's looking good, Siske. I wish I could watch you stitch on the television, but the sound is much better on my iPad, and that's where my pattern is. Ah, maybe you have a split screen on your iPad then. Yeah, I have it on the television because otherwise I cannot read your comments. That's the only reason. Dus die ook missen. So the last stitches are coming up. Nog 3 kleurtjes. 3 more colors for those last stitches. That you wouldn't expect. Oh, verkeerd kleur. Wrong color I took. I turned my numbers. I switched my numbers. I was like, that's not a symbol. So putting it back first. Wat ze gaat doen? I was already thinking that color cannot match the color I need. If you were on my TV, I wouldn't get anything done. I would be watching you stitch. Thank you, Eva, for that compliment. I can imagine that for other people it's boring to see me stitch. Wat is er? Sky. Ik zal het laatst nog een keer buiten. 1, 2. Goofy of Wolfie? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And I will fudge, because I only have one color for one stitch, and I will just take the one I just used. I'm not going to do another color and it's even the next 2 colors, so I will take the same color. It's something I sometimes don't understand why I should do another color if it's just matching. So 1 color left, and then we can finish. 3, 2. Yep. Ella. Cat. Ah, Rachel. He wasn't glad to see the dog. Now I'm stitching from down to from bottom to top, because that's better to park later. Then and then I will end at 635 stitches for today. And I was only going to do 500. But yeah, now it's closed. That row. And I miss one stitch at the bottom. That was this one. So it says, I love watching you stitch and I love how you fill in as you go. I do somewhat similar, but maybe not quite as exactly as you. I don't think people stitch exact the same way. Like Gemma stitches completely different with her how is it called? Her diagonal edges that she doesn't jump over stitches. So yeah, it's a nice view. This is completed. And I know somewhere here, so this part is a next page finish and this one is another page. So those two page finishes will be close together when I start on the last two rows. And then we will say, it's 4 rows. I know, but it's for me 2 rows because I count per 2 block height. So at this rate, it will take more weeks, a couple of weeks to have 2 page finishes on this one. But meanwhile, I can go for other page finishes on my other whips. So yeah, it's always nice to have a page finishes on these big ones. It's like 15,000 stitches for 2 page finishes. How many would it be? Let's count a bit. 12 is 4,800. 5. I think 5,600 left to have 2 page finishes. Approximately, yeah. So that will be 5,000, no, 11 weeks at the rate of 500 stitches weekly, yeah. That's like another 3 months. Oh, don't do math. Just keep stitching. So now I will leave you and we will have dinner and then I will switch projects. And what will be my next one? I'm not sure yet what I will do next. One of my rainbow whips, but which one I don't know yet. I have time to think. So the bit there, you see it again in a few view. And then I will hope to see you another time, another stitch with me live. Yeah, have a nice evening too, Eva, and the people who are at noon or all the other stuff. Have a nice day, and yeah, I will hope to catch you another time. Bye.